So life insurance provides financial protection for your family, for your loved ones, people close to you. It's the reason why it's so important. I think everybody really needs it. And I'm a big believer in it. I have it on my life, I have it on my family's life. I make sure the people closest to me have it. Ultimately it's up to them. They got to make that decision. I do hear a lot of people trying to say, "Oh, I'm a self-insure myself. I have, something saved up." You know, the average family barely has $400 in savings. They're living paycheck by paycheck. They can't afford to pay for a funeral, a burial, cremation, let alone survive after that person's gone. So, enough of that. What life insurance essentially does, it's a transfer of risk, right? The risk of you passing away, that financial risk, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, is transferred to a multi-billion-dollar company that pays the claim upon your death. Now, that's simple. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's what you're doing. So if you're on the up and up, you're working hard, you're hustling, you're an entrepreneur, you're a businessman like myself, you're working a W-2 job, you have a career, you're building, you're starting a family, you just bought a house. I mean, there's so many reasons people need life insurance to protect themselves while they're on the up and up, because it'll provide that money to you right away. Not to you, but the people you love, the people you care about, the people closest to you, people that depend on you. And that's why it's important. These people rely on you for your income, for your money. Essentially, think about it this way. Dad, husband, what have you, you're an ATM machine to your family. Honestly, that's what we are. They always ask us for money no matter what we say, no matter what we do, no matter what's going on. Dad, especially they're nice when they're money. So with that being said, you don't want that to run out. So in order for that not to run out, you can protect yourself with insurance. So if you're the ATM machine for your family and you die, what happens to the ATM machine? Stop spitting out money because you're not out there working, hustling, right? So you got to build yourself up. You have to put things in place to protect yourself from this. You create a business, you have real estate, you have a lot of investments and things you can do. One of the biggest things everyone should do, and the rich do it all the time, is buy life insurance, because that's tax-free money that their family will get upon their passing. It'll pay off things like a whole house, so you don't have to lose the house or sell it or move away and then have to move in with family. It'll provide an inheritance for your family, create a legacy from dad, from mom. It'll pay off a funeral. And there's living benefits even on top of that for those that want to talk about supplemental retirement investments, want to talk about, using the cash value for real estate deals and things of that nature. Cash flow, cash value. We can talk about all that. Life insurance provides financial protection for your loved ones in the event of your unexpected death, because nobody knows when it's the day or the hour, right? Says the word. So it protects your family, and even protects, you got to think about it this way. If you're a single dude, it protects your family from having to come up with that money, because you still have a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, cousins, uncles, aunts that have to, grandparents that got to take care of you. You have dependents, you have children, you have a wife, you have kids. They rely on you. So when you're gone, you're not working no more. So basically, you're providing that financial support by having life insurance, because you love them, because you care about them, because there's expenses. We know that we can't live this life without paying bills upon bills, and they don't stop coming just because we're sick, we're tired, or we're dead. They still keep coming for our family, for the people that are still alive. And that's why we get life insurance. So why does everyone need life insurance? Because life insurance provides financial protection for your family in the event of your unexpected death. Think about that. If you're young, you haven't started a family, it helps your family pay for funeral and burial, basic things. If you're young, you're coming up, you got married, protect the wife. Or the wife protect you, vice versa, if someone was to pass away prematurely and you rely on that income to survive, make ends meet and to bury you and to do your funeral. You start a family. You need to provide for those children. You buy a home. You need to pay off that mortgage or pay the mortgage for so many years. So it's a tool. You can get, if you started young, you can get $1 million for next to nothing. I mean, you can get $500,000, a quarter, $750,000, $250,000 is really common. I'm seeing a lot of that now. And the reason I think $250,000 is so important, because if we look at the financial gap of people, usually $250,000 is a good amount of money to ensure the family will be okay for some time. If you're not paying off the mortgage, but you're paying the mortgage month in, month out, and bills and daily expenses, monthly expenses, yearly expenses, you could live a while. Just depends, of course, on your personal situation. Life insurance is essentially transferring that risk from yourself and your family and that financial burden to an insurance company. You pay pennies on the dollar for something that will take care of your family. We'll pay off a funeral. We'll pay off a home. We'll replace your income for 5, 10 years, 10 years being the most common that I see. So you as the father, you as the mother, as the breadwinner, you're an ATM for your family. And for most people, once they stop working, they don't have cash flow coming in from other business ventures and other things, even beyond their grave. It's important to have, because that's going to provide the money to take care of them for years on end. You could create an inheritance if you just want to leave a legacy because you got everything else taken care of. For all you other professionals out there, I don't know why everyone doesn't have their insurance license. Like, for real, everyone should have their insurance license. And here's why. I used to be a former law enforcement officer. I come from this experience now. I didn't have my insurance license when I was a cop. I did afterward. But I'm telling you, if you're working as a real estate agent, if you're working as a mortgage broker, if you're working in any sales field, car sales, anything, having your license is, not only is it fairly easy to obtain, but you can supplement your income on what you're already doing. Like, if you're a mortgage broker, it's easy to tap into the clients that you already have and make sure that their new mortgage is better protected with mortgage protection. Everyone should have their life insurance license. So I believe everybody should have their life insurance license, honestly. If you want to make extra income, side hustle, you don't have to make it your full-time work. I know plenty of people that make, an extra $1,000 a week, an extra $2,000 a week, part-time. You want to put 3 hours a weekend, you want to do 40, 50, 100 hours a weekend, you can. There's no limit. There's no cap to what you can make and what you can do. So if you're in real estate, if you're in, just off the top of my head, real estate, mortgage brokers, it's a perfect license to get to supplement and add a little bit more income, because you already have the clients. You're already working with these people that need it. They're buying new homes. You need to protect that home in case they die. Not just homeowners insurance, mortgage protection. If you just want this as a passive, as something that you just do when you have time, you want to be your own boss. You want to make your own rules. You don't want to have to, you want to work from anywhere you want. You could take trips, work in different states. You could vacation with your family. That's what it's all about. If this is the type of stuff that interests you and you want to know more about it, reach out to me, 407-569-5809, or you can reach me at Jordan, the advisor, on all social media. So, Again, 407-569-5809. So it's something that you can just add it to your tool belt. You know, you could work, get training, get all the stuff. I mean, all that stuff that, all that stuff, I could take care of. But at the end of the day, you can take it as a part-time side hustle. You can make a little bit extra money. You can make a lot more money, When you think about it, if you just make an extra $1,000 a week working part-time, that's an extra, 52,000. I mean, you take time for vacation, it'd be $40,000+ in a year just working a couple hours a week. It's nothing. So it's like no brainer. So you can work as hard or as little as you want. You can spend more time with your family. You're in control. You're your own boss. So, and the great thing, it's remote. So if I'm in real estate, guess what? I have to go do showings. I got to do open houses. I got to meet with clients physically. I got to drive, commute, time consuming. It's all get out, and you add this to your tool belt, and you could just, help those clients already that you have there. I love to teach you guys how you can work in just that state that you work in real estate and just help out every client. Add that, and you're just going to increase your income exponentially just by doing this. If you just close one real estate deal a month and you're helping one client, which I know a lot of agents out there are doing much more than that, make an extra 1,000, 2,000 plus, just by helping with some life insurance policies.